disappointing. Very, very disappointing, to say the least. Like, I can't. I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm in disbelief of the turnovers and everybody. Welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show's last football show of the year. The TaxSlayer Gator Bowl between Clemson and Kentucky. Kentucky just comes up short, 38-35, an electrifying ending game. Kentucky just didn't have what it takes to get it done. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, because my stuff was messed up before. So, can you just let me know if you can hear me or not? Because right now I'm just can you hear me okay? Is it okay? This is sad, man, because that football game was ours. Like, I don't know what went on in the third quarter. Let me see. Okay. Defense just, I don't know, man. Between the turnovers and the defense just not being able to stop. Like, that was a heartbreaker. People say that these bowl games don't matter. Oh, they matter. Oh, they do. And guys came back specifically to have a chance to play Clemson. And for us to lose in the manner that I wanted to beat Debo so bad. I wanted to beat that coach so bad, man. Like I just did. And that game was supposed to be ours. We were supposed to run off with that football game. We was a better team. I know the stats say that they played much better in every category than we did, except explosive plays. But we were still a great team today. And at the end, when it mattered the most, we wasn't a good team. It didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out. And that's the part that that bothers me the most, is that what was our defense at when we needed them the most? We just like, man, I'm hurt. I am. And I know it's just a game, just a bowl game, but it matters. It matters to a lot of us. You know what I mean? Like, it really matters. And we weren't able to get it done tonight. And because of that, Kentucky just couldn't get it done. They just couldn't. And it was just, hats off to Brown. This is one of them games where you want to win, because Brown had such an amazing football game tonight. And it just doesn't mean anything. Brown had an amazing game tonight. And to cap it off, we lost. So it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. You had a kickoff return, big. You had three touchdowns totals, but we lost the football game. I don't know where our defense was at tonight. I don't know what White was doing, coaching, but we just couldn't get it done, and we couldn't stop them. And it was almost like, yeah, whatever. Played soft on defense like we've been playing all year. And, Leary, I tell you, man, I mean, he's a 6-year quarterback, if I'm correct, 5-6-year quarterback. And if you're that old and if you're that seasoned, then you don't get rattled. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't get rattled if you're a quarterback that's had that much experience in college football. He panicked. He didn't set his feet, didn't get right, overthrow the ball. It's just like all of that, man. The turnovers, the interceptions, the tip, the fumbles, and it's just so much, man. They gave up all those points in the fourth quarter. Our defense gave up 28 points in the fourth quarter. Like, they demanded to win that ball game, and we didn't. And that's why we got beat tonight, man. This is sad, man. This is really, really sad. Because Kentucky should have won this ball game. We could have beat Clemson tonight, hands down. No, I don't care what nobody say, man. We could have won that football game if our defense would have played a little bit better. 28 fourth quarter points, man. I'm sorry, but it won't get it done. It just, like, it really, really won't get it done if we're going to give up that many points in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, that was our departing present from Leary. Throw interceptions. Unfortunately, he has to live with that for the rest of his life. He always will want that play back. Always will. But you're not going to be able to get it back, man. And that hurt. And that's all we needed, was just a chance to just get us in field goal range. We had all 3 timeouts. We got an interception with 3 timeouts and didn't even get a chance to even go down and at least kick a field goal to at least attempt to go into overtime. This one stings, and it will stings. And this is on Larry. This is on defense. The guys who fumble the ball. It all just caught up with us. It all did. We've been known to win these late ball games, these heroic ball games at the end, and tonight it got flipped on us, and we was the one that was taken advantage of. We was the one who gave up 28 points. We the ones who fumbled the ball 4 times probably. Interceptions at the end of the ball game didn't give us a chance. The Kentucky season's over, man. We finished at 7-6, just barely over 500. That's not what we was looking for by no means whatsoever. And to go out and lose that game like that, knowing that game was ours for the taking, and we didn't go grab it, that leaves a sting. It really it leaves that type of sting on you because we just couldn't get it done. Well, I hope our quarterback coming in can definitely have more pores and just can relax in the pocket. And our defense, man, I sure hope we don't play no soft coverage, man, next year, man, because we just, I mean, there's so many things we're going to be able to look back on tomorrow morning and ask ourselves, why didn't we get this ball game? I guess the only positive thing we can say is we got a basketball game in a few hours. Yeah, we get to play. We get to watch Kentucky basketball play. And maybe, I guess that right there would take away the pain of losing this ball game, because this is a game that we should have won for sure. And we didn't get it done, man. For me, that, like, I'm going to lay in bed and I'm going to look at the ceiling and I'm going to be sad. I got to go to bed so I can get back up in about 4 hours so I can watch the ball game. I don't like those 3 o'clock games, man. I don't like those 3 o'clock games. I'm glad I had an 8 o'clock game for this football game. But this is one that we will definitely remember for a long time coming, knowing that we had a chance to redeem ourselves from them beating us 2009, 2007, something like that, in the Music City Bowl. Mark Stoops, man, like we gotta make those adjustments, man. I hope the quarterback coming in, who that's going to be, as far as who's going to start, I hope those guys are ready for big game moments, because Lurie just didn't seem like he was. He just didn't seem like this right here was what he wanted. He hats off. He had some good plays tonight. He had some good throws. He hit some guys down the field, but he also overthrew a lot of plays too as well. At the end of the day, man, Kentucky had a chance to beat Clemson, a notable team in college football, a team that mattered, and we didn't, and we wasn't able to get it done. And that's going to, we gotta. This I heard this hurts me a lot, man. That we didn't find a way to pull it out, and that's all we wanted, was just to win this football game more than anything in the world. So now we got to listen to people say, see, that's just Kentucky. I figured it. Kentucky didn't belong in that ball game, but Kentucky played with that ball game. So while I'm still negative and while I'm still upset that we lost the ball game, and I guess if we're going to find anything to be happy about, Kentucky played with Clemson. We played to the point where we blew it. We blew it. Clemson didn't take it. We gave it to them. And that's a major difference. We put Clemson in a position that make it easy for them. Give me a ball at the 35-yard line 3 times in a row. I'm scoring. Heck yeah. You tell me I don't have to go way down the field and try to drive 80 yards to score a touchdown? Give me 35 yards and I'm scoring. That's what we did. We shot our own self in the foot just in the fourth quarter. It was just a major collapse going down the stretch, man. And we just didn't find a way to do it. So, me too. I guess I got to agree with Clyde. Basketball school, we got a game tonight. Go Cats. I guess that's it. I mean, like, see, and like, I don't like to bash these young men, because they're out there doing something that I wish I could have did when I was younger. So, but at the end of the day, like, I guess everybody has their own emotions. But when Larry makes some mistakes, it's like, yeah, whatever. I made a mistake. It is what it is. There's like no emotion just saying like I'm angry that I make a mistake. I threw an interception that ruined a chance for us to go down the field and at least try to get a field goal. And he just runs off the field all nice and calm. Like, oh well, dude, this is it. Like this is the end of the season. Like we had a chance to beat Clemson and you threw an interception and you have no emotions about it. None whatsoever. I guess we all deal with our frustration and our anger in a all in different manners. So I guess I have to respect that, I guess. But I don't want to see my quarterback running off the field and it don't bother him. Clemson's quarterback made some stuff happen. He went off the field and you seen his emotion because it mattered to him. It mattered to him. And I don't know if it mattered to Leary or not, the way that it mattered to their quarterback over there. I don't think when the SEC, when you see the SEC, it just means more. I don't know if it meant more to him. Maybe he just was saying, hey, man, I'm just ready for it to be over. I've been beat up. I've been hurt. I've had surgeries. Let's just get this over with and let's just be done with it because that bothered me. Our defense, man, who we relied on so much, they was just like they couldn't stop number 7. They just couldn't stop him. The guy, I get it, and we got a running back coming in next year from Ohio State that's big too as well. So I get that the running back is a big dude, but guess what? We got some big defensive guys. Where are they at right now? Now I think we had like 7 sacks tonight. I think it was 7 or 8 sacks. So we got after our D line got after the what's the name. It's just the back part of the defense. Like where's that at? When's that going to help? Can we stop the run? We couldn't stop the run at the end of the ball game. And to me, that's one thing that is just going to have to get better. But, I mean, let me ask you guys a question. I mean, it being a bowl game, like, does it really matter? I mean, is that a real statement that it really doesn't matter because it's just a bowl game? For me, it matters. Because you want to beat these kind of teams. You want to you don't get an opportunity to play these type of teams on a regular basis. So when you get a chance, you have to do everything in your power to beat these guys. Recruiting, all this stuff. A lot of stuff is on the line, man. Look, we beat Clemson. We can play football. We had an off year, but we couldn't get it done. It matters to me, man. It did. So I think a lot of people feel like this, man. I think a lot of people feel this way, that, we're glad that this experiment with Leary is over. I don't think he was the best fit for Kentucky. I mean, everyone was really happy about Liam coming back. We was very excited about him hand-picking Leary. So we had to take with the face value is that Liam knows the quarterback that is best for his system. I don't think that was the case right now. I don't think that was the best case for. I don't think he was the best player for our system because it just didn't pan out the way that we wanted it to go. We didn't see this happening. Whistle. This is one game that we're gonna look back on, and we definitely gonna want to see if we can get it back because this stuff like this hurts, man. It hurts a whole lot. And we just got to figure out a way to how do we eliminate this? How do we get better on defense? How do we close out football games? So now we got all off season to go. We got all off season to go to see if we can fix this problem. When they start talking about football season heavily next summer, I don't know what kind of hype is going to be around this team because we're sick of the same message. We're sick of the same routine. We're sick of the same promises. And when it's on the line, we don't get it. It doesn't happen. And that's the thing that bothers us the most as UK fans is give us a product exactly who you said it was going to be. We wasn't injured like they was. We didn't have a lot of people to opt out like they did. So why didn't we win the ball game? We had everybody back. We stopped feeding Ray Davis. We should have just kept feeding it to him. It didn't work. We just stopped, and it didn't work out for us this ball game. So the Cats go down. Liam couldn't pick a pig from a cow. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, but hey, it is what it is. I'm late to the party, but we are not going to be a competitive playing a soft. And I said that as well. I hope we can get that fixed next year, bro. Because even the commentators like Kentucky continues. They didn't say that Kentucky will now play soft defense. They said Kentucky continues to play soft defense, soft coverage. Why? They're gonna run the ball, man. That's been their best. That's been their money all night, man. Is running the ball, and we can't stop them. You know, we got to the quarterback. That's good, but we couldn't stop the run though. Maybe he was just too big. Maybe our guy said, "Hey, he's just too strong." What was our D line at when it comes to being strong up there? And I think that was the difference right there. That was it. Answer Brad White. I mean, it's Stoops is going to have to make some he's going to make some real decisions next year on, some things that we just got to get done. And if we can't figure out a way to fix that, then where do we go from there? What do we do? That's this soft defense that we're playing is ridiculous. Like everybody in the nation sees that Kentucky's going to play soft defense. Run the ball, man. Run the ball. Clemson, they adjusted. We didn't adjust, and it kind of is what it is. Kentucky just couldn't find a way to hold on and win this ball game in an epic manner. But I'm still a Cats fan. I still love my Wildcats. That was the last game of the season for the Cats. 7-6. Disappointing all the way around, no matter how you look at it. We never was the same fully after losing to Georgia. We got a win against Louisville, but we just never was the same team after we played Georgia. So hopefully this year coming up, we play Georgia early in the season. If it's meant to be, we'll do what we got to do on that game, and we can move on and still hope we can have a successful year moving forward. This hurts. Like when I walk away from this computer tonight, I'm going to put my head down because this is something that we should have had tonight. This is really, really something that we should have had tonight, and we just didn't get it done. And that's the sad part about it. Come on, Cats. So I don't watch celebrations if it's not us. So I turn my computer off. I don't know what happened at the end of the ball game. After that inception, I just close my computer. I don't need to see nothing else. Because it ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing good coming from that point. Never like to see my Wildcats walk off the field as losers. I don't want to remember that picture of what it felt like for those guys to walk off the field like that. And I hope they remember what it feels like, because we got a lot of people coming back next year. We're losing some players. Ray Davis, thank you for everything you gave to Kentucky this one year. We appreciate it. You was a workhorse. Go get that money, man, in NFL. Good luck to you. And everything. We're rooting for you. Once a Cat, always a Cat. Go do your thing, man. Phillips, ball player on defense. Go get that money, man, in the NFL. Well, thank you for everything you did for the Cats while you was here. I think Wallace is leaving too, I think. Wallace, good for you. Go get that money, man. Go get drafted. Go have a career. Go provide for your family. Absolutely go do that. But the guys that's coming back, like we don't start next season. We start next season tomorrow. Because it's a mindset that we gotta do better. That defense, Brad White, your next season starts tonight. You need to fix that soft defense, man. You just do. You need to fix that soft defense. And these are the kind of losses, man, that haunt you. It really do. Because you don't get a chance, like I said, you don't get a chance to play a Clemson every single day. And when you get that opportunity, you try your best to win that ball games. I think the SEC is 0-2 right now in bowls. A&M went down last night. Kentucky goes down tonight. I guess it's just one of those years that the SEC is just wasn't all that great. So kind of is what it is. But hey, bro, Leary was embarrassing. You can't turn the ball over that many times and win. I feel bad for the defense, man. They played their butts off and didn't get anything from my offense. I mean, Larry has some good passes, man. He hit Dane in some good passes with a touchdown. He hit Baron Key with some good passes. He put some money. He put the ball on the money a couple of times, but as you say, he can't turn the ball over. We can't turn the ball over 4 times, man. Like we just can't. Like we got to protect that football. We know that they doing everything they can to get the ball back. With all due respect, Barry and Brown had a game to remember. But hey, that one turnover at such a crucial time can erase everything that you did prior to that. You fumbled the ball, and we need that ball. We need to run some clock. We need to move it downfield. Even if we got a punt, at least we can swap the field. At least we can play that card. But we don't even get that. So you had a good game. But when in a situation like that, and they coming after you, they're the number 1 team in defensive turnover people in the nation. They coming after that ball. You can't be out there just prettying around. You got to either get down or hold that ball better. You can't be out there just playing around. They trying to get the ball, man. They trying to win the ball game. You can't do that. Larry's got to know that, hey, I'm surrounded by all these big dudes. I'm in a pocket. I can't throw. I might have to run. I better tuck it. I better hold on to it. I can't just leave it out. Irresponsibility with the football. These are the kind of things that like you learn at an early age. You learn. I understand it's the heat of the moment and everything like that. But you've prepared for this day. Your whole life, you've been preparing for this moment. And you don't know how to hold on to the football. I see that's some problems. It is. But I wish all those guys good, all our seniors who are no longer eligible to play college football. We all here at Kentucky wish you guys the best in your endeavors after football, whether it's going pro, whether it's starting a family, whether it's going out there and working in the workforce. We wish all you guys the best. Thank you for what you did at Kentucky. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys who came back to Kentucky to play this bowl game. We appreciate it. I wish it was on a different note that we was able to get this win and we can send you off like that. Unfortunately, it's a heartbreak loss. But is it a heartbreak loss? Because we gave them the ball game. Like we gave them the ball game. So, but it's a disappointing loss and one that we should have won. And I think when they go back and look at this, I think they're going to realize that yeah, we should have won this ball game. What's it saying? We gave the ball to them. Can't turn it over 3 times in 10 plays. Yep, you cannot do that, man. You can't in 10 plays. Like, I mean, that's a turnover almost once every 3 plays. How can you do that and expect to win a ball game? There's no way you're gonna win a ball game if you turn the ball game over that much. It just ain't gonna happen. Stoops need to be on the same train out of town as Cal. Maybe the one could finish the season. People keep saying that the coach for Iowa is going to, if he hasn't already retired, and I guess I've heard that there's a verbal that Stoops will take that job. So I don't know. I really don't. But these are the kind of games that, as a fan of Kentucky, you want to see this as a W on our schedule. It is. Yeah, as a football fan, you kind of love the game because it was up and down. But as a Kentucky fan, you hated to see us turn that ball over as much as we did. Like, as a Clemson fans are loving it tonight. They're partying in Jacksonville tonight on the expense of Kentucky Wildcats because we can't find a way to hold on to the football. So that's pretty much the bottom line. Kentucky gave the ball. And I told somebody, I did an interview with a writer for Clemson, and I told him during that interview, I said the difference of the ball game is turnovers. It's the team that can force the most turnovers will win this ball game. Well, we threw an interception. They threw interceptions. And then that's when it all just fell apart for us. It just all went to pieces, man. Like, we should just let them have the ball because we just didn't rebound good at all for that. And our offense didn't give our defense a chance to catch any kind of breath when they went out on the sideline because we couldn't hold on to the ball. So as soon as they get a drink of water, they're right back on the field. Maybe that was the problem right there. You know, I don't think you can blame Stoops for this. The play calling was on point today and all season. Best coach we've had in a long time. See, and there's a lot of people who really are rooting for Stoops, who really want Stoops to go. So it's kind of a mixed fan base on who wants Stoops gone, who wants Stoops to stay. The only thing we want is this. We just want to make sure that when we come out next year as a football club, is that we show up and the product that you hype everybody up at the beginning of the year in the off seasons, and you tell us how good we're going to be, we see that in translation throughout the year. When they get on the field and play, and we win some games that matter, some games that are not consistent of beating Vandy. Let's beat some real teams, and this right here was a chance for us definitely to do that. I agree with Mark. I agree with him 100%. Stoops didn't turn the ball over. You cannot blame, I get it. People don't really like Coach Stoops, but this is one of those, and people get on Cal about this too as well. Plays like this, you can't get upset with the coach. With no coach out there calls that. None. No one calls Lurie not to tuck the ball in. No one told Brown not to do the what's the name. No one told Lurie. No one told the coach to throw an interception. Some of this, like, I get it. People don't like certain coaches, and I get it. But at the end of the day, our players, they have to have a certain level of accountability for what they're doing. Like you have to hold these guys accountable for fumbling the football, for throwing interceptions, for missing tackles, for just all this stupid stuff, jumping offside. That didn't matter because they got a first down anyway. But like we gotta hold these, we gotta hold these young men. And just like someone mentioned earlier, these guys are getting NIL money. Like these guys are getting paid for this now. It ain't just that you going out there and you're just paying. And yeah, you're getting a free scholarship to go to school, but you're getting free college and you're getting paid for this. It's time for you to either put up or shut up. It really is. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And we gotta hold them accountable. And I hope each other on their teams hold each other accountable too, because until we do that, I don't know what kind of product we're gonna be able to put on the team because we're just out there just playing football. Yeah. But anyway, we got beat tonight by Clemson, and that hurts. The flip side of it is we get to see our Wildcats back in motion tonight in just a little bit. And I'm looking forward to the ball game. Absolutely. I hope you guys will join me back here for that too as well. Don't forget that if you haven't joined my YouTube page, the Loyal BBN fan page, I would appreciate that. You guys have pushed me over 200. And for that, I say thank you guys so much for it. You guys keep watching. Let me read this last comment. Betty Lee said, I agree, hold the young man accountable, but if you coach scared, you play scared, and Brad White's soft zone is for the birds. We lay down at the end. Absolutely. I agree with you 100% on that. Brad White's got to do something about this defense. Like, I don't know like in whose world to play such soft defense all year. Like, when do you get it? Teams are beating us. Coaches are looking at that. They're playing soft, man. Let's just, has our defensive coach or anybody on the team ever heard of yards after carry? Throw the ball short and let the guys go run in open field. Nope. They ain't making that adjustment. We've been playing soft defense all year, and I have no idea. And they say Mark Stoops is a defensive-minded guy. Well, as a head coach, as the captain of the ship, you need to be getting in Brad White's butt and telling him this soft defense, unless Stoops is scared too. Unless Stoops is scared, and that's why Stoops plays it safe and just plays soft defense. Keep everything in front of you. We can't have a coach like he just said. We can't do that. I'm just saying, like, we play we play soft coverage is what I mean. Oh, we hit some people tonight. Don't get me wrong. We hit some people. We didn't injure the running back. It was a self-inflicted penalty. Injury, but we hit some guys tonight. But overall, all year long, our defense, our secondary has been playing soft so much. Like when if a running back gets to a second level, then guess what? And the linebackers get blocked. There's nobody back there because all of our receivers and all of our corners and our safety is back way too deep. By the time they get to him, it's already 15, 20 yards down the field. They're moving the ball, and that's what they did. They marched the ball on them. So I get it. Not necessarily we hit hard. Kentucky hit hard. And believe me, when Clemson get on that plane tonight, they going to feel it. They going to feel how hard, but they also going to get on the plane feeling that we just beat them. We just beat the SEC, the conference that everyone says is the most dominant, and they just came in and just beat us for real. So I figured that last drive is exactly what you're talking about. So, we just got to get better, man. And, like I said, the year is over. The only thing we can do is just reflect as a fan base. Nobody's happy about it. I think a lot of people may actually admit and say, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that this turmoil of a season is over. And let's just see what happens next. We got an exciting basketball team. I think everyone's getting behind the basketball team of how good they are. And we just got to continue to just get better. I think basketball is going to be exciting. I'm trying to hold my emotions back right now because we all know that we've been disappointed before a couple of times in basketball. So I'm just holding my emotions back for right now. But yeah. But anyway, hey, sorry the Cats got beat tonight. It hurts. I know it do. But my only hope is I do too. Who says it's Brenda, I do too. Just hope our basketball game is a winner tonight. Well, they got us to win by 20 points. So, anything is possible these days. They got one player on the team that averages 22 points a game. And we know it's always one person that comes in the Rupp Arena, whether they lose the game or not, that just lights Kentucky up. So hopefully we can get out to a run. We can get out. We can put it on them and never look back. We're not playing Kentucky. We're not playing Louisville. Cal's not playing his best friend. So now I hope from this point on, I hope for the basketball team, I hope that we continue to put our foot on their throats, on opponents' throats, and just take them out early and win by 40. I was okay not winning by 40 against Louisville. I get it. I understand what was going on there. But we're not playing Kenny Payne no more. Now it's just basketball. So let's get back to running up the score on these teams for sure. Yeah. So anyway, hey, thank you guys. I'll be back right after the basketball game as well too. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys. Wrap up. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And let's get this win tonight over Illinois State. You've been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Mike. And we're going to just get ready for some basketball, man. Like this stings, but we have to move on. Maybe not today. It might linger tomorrow for us because we realized we could have had this ball game and we just didn't get it done. And that's the part that hurt. That's the part that hurts the most, knowing that we had the opportunity was there for us to win this ball game and we didn't take advantage of it because we wouldn't keep the ball in our possession. And when you look at it like that, then you would never win a ball game. So go Cats. See you guys tonight after the Kentucky game. Go Cats, and let's get this W. You've been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm out. Thank you, guys.